NAKOI. I come from Turkana. My organization is called Amina, Anakasikou. It means the love for the elderly. Our focus is on vulnerable elderly across Turkana. We have such elderly in Turkana that are without support due to the nature of life in Turkana, where Turkana being a pastoralist community, we have elderly that are often left behind during migrations as the young people go to look for pasture and water for their livestock. They leave the elderly behind, and when they come back after months of being away, they find that the elderly, some of them have died either because of unattended diseases or lack of food. And so we had this idea to establish a center where they can be able to come and seek support. I am somebody who wishes to be a solution to problems that are within my environment. And this has been my motivation for wanting to, solve the problem that I noted in my society. But then during my time when I was in high school, there was an event that happened that prompted me to think about if there is anything that I can do so that I can be able to support. I remember my father once sent me to go and see an elderly person whom he had heard was staying under a tree. My father is a person with disability, and he held a leadership position in the People with Disability Forum in Turkana. So he was told to go and see that elderly person in the nearby village. And I think on that day he had a lot on his plate, so he asked me to go and check on that man. So I went, and then I found that elderly man under a tree. He was disabled, and he had made the tree his home. I talked to him. He said he came from another town seeking support, but then he already had land there that was ancestral, but then he had no family, and he had made that tree his home. And because of his disability, he could not go out even to help himself. He was doing everything, short call, long call, under that tree. And a neighboring lady was the one who was helping him, giving him food and cleaning the tree. And I spoke with that lady, and she confirmed the story, and she told me that she's been the one who has been feeding him. And sometimes when she doesn't have anything to share, she will just, he will stay until another day when she brings the food to him. So I went and reported his story to Red Cross, and they came and they built a temporary structure for him and brought him some basic stuff that he could use, and they said they will follow up on him. I went back to school because I was still a student, but that story got into me, and it really made me to think of, a way that I could be able to help in a bigger way. So after school, I realized that getting money to do such a project is not easy, and that is when I authored a book. It's here. It's called Once Upon a Time in Turkana, and another one, ANJETE. These two books are stories from Turkana, and I'm trying to resource mobilize for the elderly home using the proceeds of these books. The beneficiaries of these organizations are the elderly people in Turkana, both male and female. And our broad objective is to be able to have a home. So now we are really saving into having that center established. And in the meantime, we have about 300 elderly that we visit on monthly basis, and then we share food with them and clothing yeah, and whatever we have, and then we just get to sit down and share and talk, and it's a good time for them. They often look forward to that. Our success story is that since we began our resource mobilization, I think I can say what we are happy about is that we've been able to purchase a piece of land where we can be able to set up the home. That is a big success story. But then we are happy that we are able to meet frequently and share what we have. Our main challenge is financial difficulties. We are having issues with resource mobilization. Being a new organization, it is very difficult to get funding because donors want organizations that are already established. They want things that are already running, and this is something that we are beginning. It's something that is not even, most Africans do not even believe in old age home, despite the fact that we have elderly that really need to be hosted in such facilities. So we are facing challenges with getting resources. But then the fact that I have these books that I've authored, I feel like it is helping us to move our activities. It's making us to take small steps, even as we keep looking forward to attracting donors, so that at least it can fast track whatever thing we want to do. Our main goal still is to establish the center. It requires a lot of funding, one that I know will not be able to happen only with the sale of the books, because I can do the much I can with the books that I'm trying to sell, but it cannot be enough to set up the center that I wish to have. And so in the 10 years that comes, I hope that we will be able to be out there and attract funders and get support so that we can have this home established and the elderly in Turkana who need help supported. Our organization, in much as we are supporting both male and female elderly people, I can say 90% of the elderly in the organization are women. And we are trying to come up with activities that they can be able, so that we can all collectively resource mobilize for the organization. And so far, Turkana being a community that practices a lot of basketry and beadworks, that is what they do, a few that are able to do. And we try to create market and sell their stuff for them, so that at least they get to make money for themselves. But as an organization, we already have in place activities that we will do as a group of women that can bring income for them. Not necessarily those who will be hosted, but even outside, those who will be in their families and they will still want a space where they can come and share and hang out with their peers.